This movie isn't just about intelligence, it's about fear, trauma, and growth. Hello, I'm Natasya, and today I want to share my perspective on a movie that left a strong impact on me. Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting was released in 1997 and directed by Gus Van Sant, an American filmmaker who is also known as a photographer, painter, and musician. The film was written by Matt Damon as his final project at Harvard University and later developed together with Ben Affleck. Interestingly, both of them not only wrote the script but also starred in the movie. Matt Damon as Will Hunting, the main character, and Ben Affleck as Chucky, Will's closest friend. The film tells the story of Will Hunting, a janitor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, whose extraordinary talent in mathematics is discovered by a professor. Despite his genius, Will chooses to hide his abilities and live a simple life. Good Will Hunting received several major awards. Robin Williams won the Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor at the 17th Academy Awards. At the same time, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck won the Best Original Screenplay. The screenplay was also recognized at major film award events the following year. The story begins by introducing Will as a highly intelligent but emotionally guarded young man working as a janitor at MIT. The plot develops when his mathematical talent is discovered by Professor Gerard Limbaugh. After his identity is revealed, Will becomes involved in legal trouble and faces the possibility of prison. However, Professor Limbaugh intervenes and makes a deal. Will must attend psychological therapy and begin developing his potential. The conflict depends as Will starts therapy, revealing his struggle with past trauma and fear of the future. The emotional peak of the film occurs during his therapy sessions with Sean McGuire, a psychologist who understands Will's emotional wounds. Through this relationship, Will slowly confronts his trauma and his fear of exposing his true abilities. This journey becomes a crucial process for Will in understanding himself and deciding the direction of his life. What makes this movie feel different from other genius stories is how Will is portrayed. He is not shown as someone who instantly succeeds or proudly shows off his abilities. Instead, Will is emotionally damaged, defensive, and actively rejecting his own potential. The film doesn't focus on academic achievement or awards. It focuses on Will's psychological journey and his relationships with the people around him. And that's what makes Good Will Hunting feel more human and emotionally grounded. In terms of pacing, the film moves in a stable and balanced way. The story develops gradually, staying consistent with Will's emotional growth. At first, we see Will as a janitor with unusual talent. Then conflict begins when he gets into legal trouble after a fight, right when his abilities are discovered. To avoid prison, Will is forced to attend therapy and work with a psychologist. This is where the story truly depends, especially through Will's therapy sessions with Sean McGuire. The emotional peak of the movie happens during these sessions. One of the most powerful moments is when Sean repeatedly tells Will, "It's not your fault."
Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
I know.
No, you don't. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
Right.
It's not your fault.
The simple line slowly breaks down Will's emotional walls. It becomes the moment where he finally allows himself to feel the pain and he has been suppressing for years. Another important turning point is Will's conversations with Chucky about the future.
No. Fuck you. You don't owe it to yourself. You owe it to me. Because tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'll be 50. And I'll still be doing this shit. And that's alright. That's fine. I mean, you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. You're too much of a pussy to cash it in. And that's bullshit. Because I'd do fucking anything to have what you got. So would any of these fucking guys. It'd be an insult to us if you're still here in 20 years. Hanging around here is a fucking waste of your time.
Chucky reminds him that having potential also means having responsibility, and for the first time, Will realize that the biggest thing holding him back has always been himself. Character development is the heart of this movie. Will starts a brilliant but emotionally closed-off person, shaped by his childhood trauma. Throughout the story, we see him change, not suddenly but slowly and realistically. From being sarcastic and defensive, Will gradually learns to face his past, accept vulnerability, and take control of his own life. By the end of the film, he becomes someone who is finally brave enough to choose his own path. The performance plays a huge role in making this journey feel real. Matt Damon delivers an intense and convincing performance, especially in dialogue-heavy scenes that demand emotional depth. Robin Williams as Shane Maguire gives one of the most memorable performances in the film. He portrays a mentor who is warm, empathetic, yet firm, someone who understands pain because he has lived through it himself. Ben Affleck's role as Chucky, although limited in screen time, is also crucial. He becomes the voice that pushes Will to stop running from his potential. From a directing perspective, Gus Van Sant chooses simplicity over spectacle. There are no flashy visuals or dramatic camera movements. Instead, the focus stays on conversations, facial expressions, and emotional connections. The cinematography relies heavily on close-ups and natural lighting, especially during therapy scenes. This creates an intimate and realistic atmosphere, making the audience feel closer to the characters. The sound design is minimal and realistic, matching the everyday life of the characters. There are no dramatic sound effects that distract from the story. One of the most memorable musical moments comes at the end of the film, with Miss Misery by Elliott Smith. The song perfectly reflects Will's inner journey and strengthens the emotional closure of the story. At its core, Good Will Hunting explores themes of trauma, self-discovery, and the courage to accept one's own potential. The film shows that intelligence alone doesn't guarantee happiness, especially if someone hasn't healed emotionally. Through therapy, humor, and connections, the film delivers a powerful message. Before chasing success, you need to make peace with yourself. Personally, this movie left a strong impression on me. Watching Will slowly step out of his comfort zone and begin making decisions for himself feels incredibly real. The meaningful dialogue, emotional depth, and strong performance are what make this film so impactful. I would highly recommend Good Will Hunting to anyone who enjoys character-driven dramas, psychological stories, and movies that encourage self-directions. Overall, Good Will Hunting is an emotionally powerful film with a stable narrative, deep character development, and timeless message. Its strength lies not only in its story, but in how honestly it portrays human vulnerability. For me, this film deserves a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Natasya and see you. Bye bye.